All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have Kaide Ladende right here with me, looking beautiful in the blue colors. And also we have Majid Jamiu joining us via Zoom. So straight to our next conversation. Ahead of the 2027 elections, leaders and supporters of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, are calling for unity and collective action. They warned that internal divisions amongst the opposition are weakening the efforts to present a credible alternative to the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC. The appeal was made in Abuja during the public presentation of The Loyalist, a book authored by the ADC National Publicity Secretary Bolaji Abdullahi. Also, in addition, the party has constituted a 50-member Wise Men and Women Policy and Manifesto Committee chaired by Chief Odige Oyegun. The party revealed that this is in line with the party's commitment to building a credible, people-centered and forward-looking policy framework for national governance. Okay, Majid, I'm going to start with you. The ADC is regrouping. What is the significance, of the regrouping of the party, and why do you think it's necessary?
Yeah, we need a virile opposition to contend with the ruling APC. And I'm happy that the ADC is coming up strong with the likes of Atiku, Oyegun, Peter Obi, Rotimi Amechi, Rauf Aregbesola, and all of them. It's a very good development for us because, we can't afford a one-party state. And with the way people are jumping into APC on a daily basis, now on the last count, it's 31/36. With the red, I read an article today written by that veteran journalist, Azu Ishekwene, where he wrote that the red cap has been given a red carpet treatment. That's saying
in Kano.
In Kano, very beautifully written. So, yes, the opposition, we expect them to be jittery, especially with the movement of Kano to the ruling APC. But then, I don't think they are disturbed, they are not perturbed, which is very good. But then, they should be able to get their facts, they should be focused. And I love their spirits. They are not being disturbed by the fact that, yes, they have no governor. The APC has 31, and they are contending with a man who is both economically and politically sound. That's the Jagaban himself, the president. So, but then, the APC too should know that ADC is not joking. And with the likes of Oyegun and the others that they have chosen to write their constitution for them, they are telling us that they mean business. And I think it's good for Nigerians.
Okay.
It's not be a straight and easy walk for APC in 2031. But then the ADC must show us that they are ready.
Okay.
Like some said, until after their convention, when they have a presidential candidate, if they are still able to stand together after, because of the contending factors there, will Atiku allow, if Atiku runs with Peter Obi, we don't know where Kwan Council will go next, but we have an Atiku who believes the presidential ticket is his birthright, and he has always been getting it. We have an Obi who believes that, yes, is the obedience belief that, no, Obi is so sellable that they should even come and beg him with a ticket, that he won't do any primary. Will they do a primary? So, until they are able to sort these things out, they will know if they are able to still stand together after a convention, then we know the business.
All right, then. I mean, what message does this regrouping send to Nigerians about the seriousness and discipline of the ADC?
I mean, I have to do a bit of hindsight. You know, I recall that as a political journalist, I was following up the amalgamation of the defunct CPC, AMPP, ACN, the Bad of Abga, and what they call the new PDP then. And the discussion was very, very productive, very, very articulate, to the extent that when they were going into primaries, they signed an agreement that whatever the outcome of the primaries, we're going to work for the party. Now, it was so progressive. It was, no, I know when it was time to choose the running mate, it was quite a long meeting. If I'm not exaggerating, maybe it lasted for almost a day when they had to choose who is going to be the vice presidential candidate of APC. So coming to ADC, because sometimes we have to stress the D so that people will know there is a ADC, there is APC. When it comes to ADC, this is my view. I think the footing is wrong. The footing is wrong, and that's one of the reasons why they are now calling the word regrouping. It is too early to be talking of regrouping because there are signs now that some people want to take over the party. They want to hijack the party. You know, you can see the obedient movement saying that let's learn from 2023. Instead of saying that structure does not matter, you need to register with a party so that it will count when it's time to do primaries. I don't know whether the party has even decided whether they are going to do direct, indirect, or consensus. These are issues that, you know, APC was clear about from day one. And you saw the likes of Kwankwan, who even came second ahead of Atiku, you know, tried his best, and he accepted the result at the end of the day. And you saw the likes of Saraki, the Tinumbus, you know, who aligned with Buhari. It was a well-calculated primaries. I covered it, so I could tell so much about what happened. But for ADC, now you are seeing the likes of Dele Momodu already crying foul, that some people are already intimidating them, you know, obviously, let me use the right word, the obedient movement who had come, you know, telling them this is the way it should be or nothing. You know, I think that's very undemocratic. There are a lot of things signaling. Now, if you look at these people coming up with the manifesto, you know, I believe they will have experts. But the set of people who are chairman, who are leading it, I don't know. I'm waiting for what new things they will write to tell Nigerians that it's going to be different from what APC is giving us. Are they going to tell us that there's not going to be subsidy, they are going back to subsidy regime? Are they going to tell us that this tax reform should be dropped? Are they going to tell us that the forex stability should be jettisoned? So I am looking at what new tricks they are going to have. But you know, never say never. There's going to be opposition. There's going to be candidates.
Absolutely.
But I'm not too sure what will happen.
I mean, Majid, the ADC has appointed, you know, into its committee the likes of Chief John Odike Oyegum, who is actually a former chairman of the APC. Professor Patitomi as the deputy chairman. And you know who Patitomi is, a brilliant...
policy analyst.
Yeah, exactly. Good. And also Saliu Lukman as the secretary to draft the manifesto. These are, you know, big individuals, brilliant individuals. Should the ruling party be worried? They're coming up with a manifesto.
As a matter of fact, yes. I don't think the ruling party should be bothered. The ruling party should focus on consolidating. But, you know, I would disagree with Kayode a little.
Okay.
Utomi once said, Utomi is a supporter of Peter Obi, is an Obitan. He said he's going to discontinue his support for Peter Obi if he accepts the vice presidential candidate. And the obedient group, they have been saying it that we don't want any primary. Just give the ticket to us. We have the magic wand. And Atiku is saying that it is my birthright. Let us go for primary. So that's why I said, ab initio, that drafting of constitution or manifesto is not the big deal. You may have a very fantastic constitution or manifesto. There is nothing you can draft that will be more than what is in. Obi never had a manifesto, and it did very well under Labour Party. I mean, it didn't have a structure, but then it did very well. So it's not about structure, it's not about manifesto, it's not about constitution. It is about how you are able to manage yourselves post-convention. And that's what APC was able to do very well, both in 2015 and 2023, when Buhari emerged in 2015 and when Asiwaju emerged in 2023. They were able to rally everybody together. So, the manifesto, I've seen the people there. I mean, Oyegun is an APC member. Patutomi, yes, is either here nor there. Is a technocrat. I mean, who finds himself into politics. He's been a presidential aspirant at some point, but it's not about the people or about what they're going to put together. What matters is what next, and in another 6 months, we'll get to see that, how they are able to stand together after their convention will tell us if they are really serious about coming to be a viral opposition against APC.
Okay.
A lot of people have said,
okay.
So we are waiting to see.
All right, I mean, Kaede, in just 2 minutes, because they are going to write a manifesto. What do you think, if you're to hazard a guess, what do you think will be the top priorities when they are coming up with this manifesto for the ADC now?
I'm not a consultant to ADC.
I knew you were going to go there.
Okay, I think that's what I was trying to say. I wasn't disagreeing with the points that you have just raised, but I think the point he's making is Nigerians usually look at these individuals rather than the manifesto. I think that's the point he's making.
Okay.
But just to add that this time around, when this individual showed a lot of strength, this man was not in power. The man in power now was not in power. So Nigerians don't know what they are capable of doing and what they are not capable of doing. Like someone, imagine an article now, even saying that this president is running a dictatorship government. Meanwhile, this
all right, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We have Prince calling in from Ikorodu. Prince, let's talk.
Good day, Olusegun.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, just my little contribution to very good topic you brought up this afternoon. For me, I think the current government, the federal government, should not even look at. I see ADC's program as a necessary distraction. There's no way ADC can constitute a threat to the current government. I listened to one of your discussions there. I don't see what exactly ADC want to bring up that will give them a very good leverage over APC. They don't have any program. And I think APC has gotten everything we need in this country. The only thing is for them to follow it to the letter. For ADC, I don't see them as a threat to current government. So that was something that APC should sleep over, should leave their sleep over it. But as far as I'm concerned, ADC is not a threat and can never be a threat to the current government. Because the current government, they are doing a human job. What else do they want to tell us?
All right, thank you.
Those that are in ADC today, we have seen them. We know their antecedents.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so just a rounding of this conversation.
You can reduce my minute now. So that's the point I'm making, that I'm just saying that the man has now been tested. It's now even been likened, in quote, to a dictator. The man you said doesn't have energy, he doesn't have strength. So I feel that ADC has a lot to do in coming up with the manifesto, because they need to tell Nigerians what they want to do differently. And I think that's what the last caller had highlighted. So that's the point I just wanted to make.